Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today I'm going to make a project using the Homemade Sweetness designer series paper and sticker sheet. So this is an online exclusive, so I will make sure there are links to the online exclusive section of the website for you. So yeah, this is Homemade Sweetness. This is just fabulous. We've got jars of jam, we've got spoons, we've got the most darling little ladybirds. We've got Dipsy Floral, got smaller jars and jams, and fruit. So I have no idea which paper I'm going to use. I'm kind of thinking this one, maybe, although I really like the ladybirds. That's got the gingham sort of checker pattern on the back. I think I'm going to go with the ladybirds because why not? So let me move those out of the way. And so you need a piece of paper that is 12 by 12 inches, so 30.5 by 30.5 centimetres. No, 30 by 30, sorry. So you need a full sheet. We are being brave. So I mean, to be fair, the pattern is going to go in all directions, so that's okay. Right, let me get my scoring tool. On the first side, score it at 2 inches and 10 inches, which in metric is 5 and 25. And then on the second side, score it at 2, 5, 7 and 10 inches, which in metric is 5, 12.5, 17.5 and 25. So the box when we finish it is going to be 2 by 3 by 8 inches, which is 5 by 7.5 by 20 centimetres. So it's a good size box. And let me get this burnished up. I do like this lovely sort of sweet little floral image with the ladybirds. Our online exclusives that launched in March, we've got a big selection. There's loads and loads and loads you can choose from. So we are in the middle of 2 catalogues at the moment. So the January to April, we're at the pretty much just gone the midpoint of that. Where's my scissors? Here they are. And then the annual catalogue runs out, I think, in May. So yeah, we've got a nice big launch of online exclusives. Okay, can you see it there? If I tip all of this, I'm going to cut along this part. So I'm going to cut on the straight, cut straight on the rectangle and then wedge into the square. And repeat that for all those squares. There's 6 of them in total. So just like that, and I'm going to repeat it all the way around. You could make a cardstock version of this if you've got something particularly heavy going in your box. I guess it kind of depends on what you want to put in it. But yeah, you could make a cardstock version of this and then put DSP layers on it. I just wanted to use all the gorgeous pattern. Okay, so just keep going around. It's nice to use pretty pattern paper, and yeah, I'm such a paper fiend. I really love the stuff. I've got so much paper. It feels like I've gone back to my roots as a demonstrator before I joined Stampin' Up, which is 13 years at the end of March. Before I joined, I'd never picked up a stamp set in my life. So, oh, I've got an unrolled. Oh no. Oh, that's going to hopefully not create a mess. Yeah, I've never picked up a rubber stamp in my life before I joined the company. So this does feel like I'm going back to my roots as just paper. And when the paper's as beautiful as this, how could you resist? Right, I'm putting tear and tape on the 6 tabs, which is essentially what I've made. Oh, I've got to hover it so you could see. So all my wedges all the way round. Okay, and I think that's the good paper piercer. I've got one that's got a dink in the tip so it doesn't pick up as well. Right, last one off, and then I'm going to bend these round so that they form the sides of the box. So I'm going to take that one and that one. So that's the bottom of the box on one side, and I'm going to do the same on the other. That one as well. And there we go. So that's my box made. That's the base, that's the lid, and it's just going to come around. And then what ribbon shall I use? A bit light on ribbons at the minute. So I've got a white one in here. This is a duo called Misty Moonlight and White. So that's Misty Moonlight, there's the white. There's the end, there we go. So I just want to get this closed up. Tie a nice bow. So yeah, I only want it to go round the sides. I don't want it to go crisscross. Oh, runaway ribbon. It's a questionable bow, but it'll do. And let's trim that bit off there. And because I've got these fabulous stickers, I can add them to it. I don't have the stamp set that goes with this, so at the time of filming I wasn't able to get it. But we've got the ladybirds and bees there. And then I've got happiness is here, and I've got this panel. So I'm kind of thinking this panel, but cutting off a bit of it. So I'm just going to go pretty much straight down there. And these are quite thick. These are cardstock stickers, not sort of loose stickers. Let's go upside down like that. Not floppy stickers. I'm going to run that on that bit, and then bring in a couple of ladybirds. I want to put that up on dimensionals just to elevate it a bit. And then maybe another flower that I can lift up as well, this one I think. And add that to there, I think. And you can add a sentiment, of course, but that is a lovely, sweet, simple little box. I love it. I love it. And you can fit loads of goodies. So what did I say the measurements were? They are 2 inches tall by 3 inches by 8 inches, which is 5 centimetres tall by 7.5 by 20 centimetres. So good size box. Definitely fit a pair of scissors in there. Well, lengthways. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me, and I hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.